Good evening, beautiful souls. Welcome to Align to Divine. I am Tamara, and welcome to another fabulous night of fabulous Friday night of free readings. Just bear with me for a moment while I share this out into the world and let everyone know that we are live. If you are here, say hi. All right. My computer's been a little bit slow today, so just bear with me. Hi, Belinda. I have been well. I hope you are doing well as well. I'm going to sneeze. Hello, lovely Lisa. I'm just waiting for my computer to catch up. Okay, let's share this. How have we been? Let me know what your week has been like, where you've been at. I had this incredibly profound dream last night. It's got me pondering, which I'll tell you guys about in a second. Let me just... Okay. Probably going to sneeze, so just bear with me. Bear with my nose today. All right. Bit of a roller coaster. There's been a big energy shift. I've had many big shifts and changes over the last week. We just completed the first round of She Rises, my 3-day challenge, which was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And the thing that I actually love the most about running the 3-day challenges is that I get to do the work with you. And it really is intuitively led. Even though it's structured, it really is intuitively led. And so you are supported in a way that you guys need as well. I am running another one. I'll be running them often actually, but this next round, I think this next round will be the last time you'll be able to join free. And then after that, there will be a small price point on it. So yeah, oh yes, full moon. We have had the full moon. I think that peaked at 12:30 a.m. yesterday. So yeah, we're in full moon energy as well, which I can feel as well. All right, let me just... I'm doing things a little bit differently today, so just bear with me. Every time I put a link in the description, it takes up half of my comment thread on the computer, and I can't see all your comments properly. So I haven't put them in the description of the live stream tonight. I am going to pin them here in the comments. So if you would like to make a donation, there is a donation link for you. You can donate as little or as much as you like, and if you do donate, you get bumped to the top of the list. So that's pinned there for you now, and I'm going to put the link to the next round of She Rises into the comment section here as well. So the next round is Friday the 7th at 10 a.m, Saturday the 8th at 10 a.m, and Sunday the 9th at 10 a.m. So it's over the weekend. Lisa says she's getting things done after the 3-day course, out doing nature crafts, and I've been finally sitting down and reading my soul map from start to finish. It is bringing a lot, big, profound shifts. It was pretty epic for considering it was the first time that I've run it, and yes, I know how much I've shifted, and I was not fully. Oh no, that's not true. That's not entirely true. um, just disregard that. I was fully in it. I was fully doing the work, and that's one of the things that I love the most about running it. It means I get to show up and do the work a couple of times, 3 times a month. Yes, so day one is nervous system work, and making sure that we start with the body first, to create space for the healing, and then day two is about the feelings. So we dive into clearing some of those, bringing awareness, and then clearing some of those. And then day three is who am I underneath? Who are you underneath all of those stories, all of those beliefs, and what life do you want to create for yourself? How do you want to show up in the world? It is, yeah, it's amazing for 3 days. Even more so that it's free at the moment. I can't believe I'm doing it for free at the moment, but that's what I'm called to do. So please dive in. If you've done the 3-day challenge, or even if you haven't, and you just like the work that I'm doing, I do have an 8-week program. So the 3-day challenge leads into an 8-week program. It's called Homecoming, and it really is an extension of what we do in those 3 days. Nervous system work. We work on the feelings, so giving your victim a voice. There is releasing the rage cage, so diving into the anger. There is inner child work. There is divine masculine work, divine feminine work, and then there is the intention and the creation part of it as well. So it's fully supported over 8 weeks. We have one live call, and then we have one live support call every week. So you are fully supported, because it's big work that we do. It is big work that we do. Mind you, I do give you all the tools that you need to be able to support yourself through the healing as well. So something I'm very passionate about. So, and as Lisa can attest, and any of the ladies that joined me at the beginning of the week, they will tell you that it big shifts. And it's definitely worth doing. So the link is in the description of it's not in the description of the live stream. The link is in the comment section here. If you do want to sign up, everyone gets a replay, and you have lifetime access. So you go into a private Facebook group, and every time I run it, you can show up and do it again. So you can show up. It's a way that you can show up and do the work over and over and over and over again. And see the profound shifts and changes every single time that you do it. Okay. Lisa says you were fully led and connected. Thank you. Yes. Yes, it was. I was like, I wasn't going to do this, but this wasn't in the plan, but I feel like we have to do this. It was good. It was very good. Yes, and I've had a couple of really big revelations since then as well, which has shifted my perception of myself and how I show up in the world. So definitely worth doing. The 7th, the 8th, and the 9th of August, 10 a.m, you get replays, you get a private Facebook group, and you get the content access in the content library, so you always have access to it. and it gives you a lead into the 8-week program if that's something that's that you're interested in, being fully supported through your healing process. Okay, chat. Now, if there's anyone that you think that might like a reading tonight, please feel free to tag them in the comments or share this out to your people. Hi, Jeanette. Didn't say hello. I did see your comment there. Pop you on my list. Belinda, Lisa, Jeanette, Kylie. Hello, darling. Nice to see you again. You are definitely able. All right. I'm gonna quickly just share my dream with you because we get lots of messages through our dreams, right? I know I certainly do. So long story short, my son had watched Jumanji, the middle one, the next level. No, Welcome to the Jungle. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. So there might have been a little bit of that in my head while I was dreaming last night. But essentially what happened was I was there as myself with other people, and there were like these big vine things with big round balls on the top, trying to get us, and and we were trying to run and escape, and there was this big wind that was like full of dirt and dust and leaves that took me out basically, and I died. But then it was like there was another version of me that had just shown up, but it wasn't the same. But I wasn't the same, and we worked out that it was because there were 5 other versions as well. So there were 7 different versions of me altogether. The one that had died, and then the one that had shown up, and then 5 others. And they were all different aspects of me showing up as different versions of me. And so there was me who had died, and then there was the next version of me. And we worked out that the version of me that had died was the heart. It was the heart version. And we had to, the second version of me and the other people that I was with had to find the other 5 versions of me and bring them all back together. And the only way, and so if we found them all and we brought them all back together, then it would bring my heart back. It would bring the heart back, and I would be one complete version, but with heart. So they couldn't just find a few of them, because there would always be something missing. There would always be the heart missing in whatever other version it was. And so we were going around, and it was a race because there was someone else that was trying to find these different versions of me as well. And we were going around trying to find these different versions. And every time we found a different version, it wasn't like a solid version of me. It was like a kind of like a ghost version, a soul version, but with a different aspect. And we would like suck it up into like the Ghostbusters, where they suck the ghosts into a ghost trap. It was kind of like that, until we collected all of them and we were all back together, and it reconnected the heart. So the moral of the story, the moral of the dream, what I got from that is there may be different versions of me out in the world, and I bring them all together, and then that's where I get to live from the heart space. So yes, very interesting. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my story time and how the weird ways that my mind works. But it was very interesting that yes, like considering my path and my journey so far, it's been you've lost the heart for a while, because I lost my joy and all of that in survival mode and struggle and all of that sort of stuff. And slowly I've been finding those other versions of me and bringing it all back together. And I feel like I'm kind of all back together now, and the heart's been reinstated, revived. The heart is back. Just so you know. Um, anyway, yes, huge dream. Funny. I like the way my mind works. And it's funny that I shared that tonight. Okay, thank you for listening. Lisa said yes. It is. That wasn't actually something that I took take into consideration, but you're right. It is over Lionsgate, which is a very strong and powerful energetics as well. And like the last round we did coming into the full moon, so not really surprised about that as well. With the shift at the end of July, that was over the Leo coming back into Jupiter, something along those lines. Some big astrological shift that has changed many things for many people. As you can tell, I may not be very accurate when it comes to that form of astrology, but anyway. Okay, so yes, over Lionsgate. And I couldn't even give you a good description of Lionsgate, but I do know that it is a very powerful, energetic time. 8/8. It's an 8/8 window. So, join us. Join us. Okay, let's get on with it. All right, Belinda, let's start with you tonight. Just thinking I might jump into the private group. This is for you, Lisa. This thought is for you, Lisa. I might jump into the group and do a live stream in there. Talk about the profound shifts and changes for me over the last few days. Give you guys an opportunity to share as well. See how everyone's traveling. All right, Belinda, I am going to start with you. All right, Belinda, we have the High Priestess. Powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Okay, excuse me. Nine of Michael. Hey, Paula. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Let's see what else we've got. And there's something better waiting for you. 8 of Raphael. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. What have we got on the bottom? Oh, new beginnings. Seeing this card a lot at the moment. It's fabulous. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. A forgiving and compassionate review of the past. All right, so this first card is about you learning. I think you're already on the path, right? But there is still a lot of internal chatter going on in your mind that you're listening to over your intuitive knowing, and it's about finding the differentiation between which is which. All right, because our thoughts are not real. That's what I want to say, and they will Our thoughts are made to keep us safe, whereas our heart is where we should be leading from. That's what we should be listening to, because that's what brings us joy and love and makes a fulfilling life, right? So powerful psychic insights. It's like you're getting all these messages, and your spirit is showing you and guiding you. But the brain comes in and chatters and talks you out of it, or talks you out of your knowing, or tells you that you're wrong, or that plants the seeds of doubt. And it's like making that shift, that split second decision when something drops in. Act on it before you can count to 5, right? It's like going, I'm going to do this anyway, regardless of what my head says. I'm going to do this anyway. You've got this deep intuitive knowing, and I feel like there is so much going on that is being missed because of the amount of time that you spend in your head. And yes, it's the worry. You're worrying about outcomes. You're worrying about how situations are going to play out. Yeah, most of us do, right? And it really does. It's quite difficult, but it's really important that we step out of that and into just doing it anyway. Yeah, because we can think and think and think and think, and it's still not going to change an outcome, and it's still not going to get things done for us, right? So it's taking action. You just got to take action anyway. A lot of 95% of what we worry about doesn't actually come true. So focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. If you have the opportunity to join my 3-day challenge, certainly do that. It gets underneath the nitty-gritties, right? There's something better waiting for you. So learning to drop into your heart, and even when your mind is going, journaling is great for that. Getting out of the house is great for that. And the other thing is trying not to spend all of your time at home by yourself. This is one thing that I used to be really bad at. And I still spend lots of time at home by myself, but I'm also very conscious of how I can dwell on things if I am not sharing and communicating and spending time with other people. So maybe that's the most predominant message for you tonight, is don't spend so much time by yourself. Put your thoughts onto paper, because when they're on paper, when you're actually writing them out, it's not remunerating around in your head, and it's easier to make sense of things. Yeah. And on the other side of that, do like a brain dump of everything, all those thoughts, and everything that you're worried about and everything that could be going wrong, that you think will go wrong. And then on the other side of that, writing what it is that you want out of the situation, what it is that what outcomes you desire, or what feelings that you want, or whatever, flipping that onto the positive as well. I do spend a lot of time on my own at home. Yeah, it's pretty normal actually. There's a lot of us that do it, especially us highly sensitives. But human connection is really important, and just having conversation and getting out amongst people is actually really important as well, even if it's just going to the cafe for a coffee by yourself, right? It's really important. There's so the new beginning card is on the bottom. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So knowing that who you were and how life has been for you is not how it always has to be, and you can choose this new way of being, and it starts with choosing yourself by living from your heart instead of spending so much time up in your head. Bringing awareness to those thoughts. Like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking like this and it's not really true. Let me sit down and write that out, right? All right, new beginnings. It's an important card. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Things are not going to change unless you do things to change them. Nice.
Thank you. Probably my bag still down here. Yeah.
I'm live streaming.
Sorry.
Your keys or your brother's? All right. Okay. Thank you so very much, Belinda. I hope that was something that you needed to hear today and it was helpful. Hi, Bianca. So glad you could join us this evening. You are on my list. All right. Lisa, you are up next. Let me just double check for donations. She smells good. Oldest daughter off to her social life. One of my kidults. Well, she's my only kidult now until the end of the year anyway. My apologies. Lisa, you are up next. What cards are we going to use for you tonight? Okay. I don't think these are right. All right. The first thing that I want to say to you, Lisa, is something that I came to a realization about this week, is that you don't have to wait to be confident before you start. Your confidence will come after you do the thing. So you have to throw yourself into doing the thing and allow the confidence to come after that. Why, thank you, Bianca. It is getting longer. I'm growing out my silver sparkles. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's not a very good colour. I'm growing out my silver sparkles, trying to get rid of this out of my hair. Gave myself a butterfly cut. I think that's what it's called. So thank you. Thank you for noticing. It's part of the embracing of my crone era as I mature, as I get older. That, and I realised there was a lot of time I was, like, I'm all about saving time. I'm all about doing things the easiest way possible. And yet I was cutting my hair, bleaching it, and dyeing it purple every 6 weeks. There is nothing easy about that level of maintenance when really my grey hair doesn't actually look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. Hi Val, I will pop you on my list, darling. Alright, so if you have just made it and you would like to make a donation, the donation link is pinned in the comment section here tonight. I didn't actually put it in the description of the live stream. This is how it will roll from now on, seeing as though Facebook has decided to do something funny with the links on my screen, so I can't see all your comments properly. So if you would like to make a donation, it is pinned in the comment section here. All right. Lisa. All right. We're using the Wake Your Light Oracle for you tonight. It says, Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And then we've got Trust the Niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And this card's about stepping back into self. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. What have we got on the bottom? I love this card. I love it so much for you. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So you don't need to be confident. Confidence comes once you've done the thing. Yeah? You can't, and I want to also say that it's, you have everything that you need already. And it's not a lack of knowing, and I don't even think it's a lack of self-belief for you. Yeah, I don't think it's a lack of self-belief. I feel like it's and a lack of allowance. You don't allow. There's a difference between not believing in yourself and not having the confidence to do what you already know and not allowing yourself to do it. Yeah. So don't dim to fit in. Just do the thing and allow the confidence to build from there. And I know that you've made leaps and bounds on that that belief around you having to control the outcome of your client as well. So really, really roll with that. Really roll with that. I feel like there's something else. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So Val, I'm going to run the 3-day challenge live again. Now that you've signed up once, you can come and join us anytime I run it. So, and that goes for anyone. Once you sign up and you go into the group, you can do it over and over and over again. I'll pop the new dates in the group tomorrow. It's the 7th, 8th and 9th, so it's Friday, Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. And you can come and do it live, and it's, and you feel held and supported in what we're moving through over those 3 days. All right. One more for you, Lisa. That one. Ooh, interesting. Possibility. It says raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. Oh my goodness, I couldn't pick a more perfect card for you. And awareness. Live in the moment. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. So I'm going to jump in there. I'm going to jump in the group over the next couple of days and share some of my revelations because I feel like you will benefit from those as well, Lisa. So I feel like all you need to do this week is decide that you're going to do one thing and then do it. Yeah? You don't need to think anything else. You don't need to learn anything else. You don't need to organize anything else even. You just need to do the thing. You just need to do whatever is the next. And I also want to say that the body work the nervous system and the body work is your way forward now. So the small 5 minutes first thing in the morning, if you just start with that, even if it's not first thing in the morning, even if you say for 5 minutes at this time every day, I am going to do breath work. I am going to do some journaling. I am going to do some tapping, right? Whatever that is, whatever it is, then commit yourself to doing that. Just one thing every day for 5 minutes, and let it build from there. Let that consistency build from there. And if you're tapping every day for 5 minutes, then that's going to shift so much for you as well. So it won't feel as hard to be able to show up, to allow yourself to do the things that you know are good for you. Yeah. All right. Thank you, lovely Lisa. Now, Val, I see your beautiful kind donation come through, so I'm going to read for you next. Thank you so very much. Yes, absolutely. Tapping. So I forgot. I always forget how powerful tapping is until I do it, and I'm like, oh, that's why. That's why I love it. So we do tapping in the 3-day challenge, and it's this beautiful, brilliant way of clearing residual energy and emotions and stuff. Like completely clearing it. Like you come back to it and you're like, oh, okay, I'm good now. Okay, Val, you are up next. Which cards are we going to use for you? Excuse me for a second. All right. Lisa says, that was such a great course for me. It shifted so much. Yes. She rises from survival mode to self-discovery. It's my 3-day challenge. I'll be running the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th of August. And then I'll do another one in the evening, I think. But I haven't locked those dates in yet. But I will continue to run them as a 3-day challenge. All right, Val. Clearing the excess. That's why we're talking about tapping right now. Clearing the excess. So this is the emotional charge, the excess emotional charge that you have at the moment because of everything and with everything, right? You're entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it's in your physical body or your physical space. I always get a shift. Yes. Yes. So use your tools. Yeah? Inner desires. Set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. That's a great card for you. So the first thing that pops to mind is focus on what you've gained and the positive outlook, yeah, as opposed to what actually happened. where you need to be. Acknowledge how you're feeling. Have faith the universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. And surround yourself with supportive people. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. All right, so don't isolate yourself. You can do a lot of the work by yourself, but you don't have to. That's what I want to say. You can do all of the healing and all of that sort of stuff by yourself, but you don't have to. And sometimes it's more powerful when we get other people to do it. I actually watched something the other day where he said, you know how you can guide somebody through something perfectly, you can draw cards and give them a great message, and or mentor someone, or you can do all of those things for other people, but you can't do it for yourself. And that's because your gifts were given to you for other people, not so much for yourself. And so asking for help from others means that they get to share their gift with you, and you don't have to shame yourself for not being able to do what you do for others, because you're not actually meant to do for you what you do for others. You're supposed to reach out to others who can do for you what they can't do for themselves, right? So reach out for help and allow people to support you. And it is exhausting, and this period of time is going to be exhausting, but allow yourself to move through all the emotions, and allow yourself to use your tools, right? And know that this is just a blip in time, and on the other side of it is anything that your heart desires, right? Anything that your heart desires. You are where you need to be. You are where you need to be. This is all divine timing, and the universe is supporting you, and this is playing out the way that it is because it's the way it's meant to. For your highest good, even though it may not feel like it right now. Okay? All right, I'm going to pull one more card for you. I pulled these ones off the shelf this week. At the end of our 3-day challenge. Yes, not just my tools, Val. You've got plenty of your own. You've been collecting them for decades, right? Just trust your intuition. All right, Val. You got the Princess Charming card. This was on the bottom of the deck before I shuffled it. Princess Charming. I take the horse by the reins and become my own Princess Charming, taking care of my own needs. Alright? And on the bottom is true worth. My true worth is intrinsic and intrinsic. I can't say that word. And shines from my inner being like a sacred jewel of love and compassion. This is the truth, speaking the truth. Your truth. About your true worth. It's a beautiful card, actually. All right. Keep going, beautiful Val. You've got this. You've got this. All right, Jeanette, are you still here, darling? You are so very welcome, Val. So very, very welcome. Thank you again for your beautiful kind donation. Okay, with gratitude, I've been given a little bungalow as my sanctuary. Fantastic. See, the universe always provides, even when you think that there's never going to be enough. There's always you always get what you need. Okay, Jeanette. Yes, 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 yes. Congratulations on the completion of your study. Saw that this week. I love that you're working with children. What cards are we going to use for you? I feel like I'm missing a whole heap, but it's just because my shelves are not organised. It's nowhere near organised. Alright, what does Jeanette need to know today? Angel of Emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. So, I want you to allow the child-like energy and innocence and curiosity that you are surrounded by on a daily basis to fuel you to allow that within yourself. Yeah. Because we get so serious as we get older. We have all these responsibilities, and yeah, life gets serious and it gets hard, and we forget to have fun, and we forget to see things through the eyes of pure innocence and curiosity. So I'm going to sneeze again. All right. Ooh, God of Indulgence. It's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. And Angel of Guidance we have as well. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. Jeanette says, I've so loved being around the kids. Yes. Goddess of Justice is on the bottom. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. So, in the spirit of this card, the time for you to emerge, in order for you to emerge, things are falling away. Things are falling away. And I feel like it's going to be something pretty big, and it will feel really quite horrible for a little bit, but it will be actually a blessing. So, so what's coming to mind is a long-term friendship. Maybe someone that doesn't, someone that you don't resonate with anymore. That actually doesn't make you feel so great when you're around them. But you've been friends for so long that you don't want to lose that friendship. But at the same time, it's not healthy for you and who you're becoming to spend any excess time with them. So I want to say choose you. Always choose you first. And I know that you will do it from a space of love and kindness and compassion. So this clearing out, so we're doing the big clearing out for you to emerge, and so the stop beating yourself up is not, I feel like it's, you know what you need to do, but there's guilt or resistance around doing that because of you wanting, because of how you've always shown up for people. Yeah. But it's time for you to show up for yourself now. You are the most important thing for you now. To create this new sense of direction. So the kids are important for you, but there is something, I feel like there's something else that you'll be doing on the side. So broaden your perspective, broaden your idea of what is possible for you. But all in all, you're so on track, Jeanette. Everything's just kind of, I love divine timing, and for you it feels like it's been a pretty hard slog, and that switch flicked, and you're like, okay, done. I'm done. I'm done with how things were. I'm not doing that anymore, and now it's time to choose me. What am I doing? Starting a diploma soon. Is that with the childhood education? Interesting. All right. Thank you, Jeanette. That's all. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. But like, you're on the right path. Just expand. I want you to expand your thinking, and know that it's not just one thing. It's not just one thing. There is multiple things that are possible for you when you broaden the scope. So, all right, lovely Kylie, are you still here? I can't see dots anymore. I can see like the bottom little part of dots. That's just, anyway. Can you please let me know if you're here? No. Beautiful, thank you. Kylie. Where are we going to start with you? I feel like organising my desk is going to be my first job for the weekend. Don't think these are the right ones. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, okay. Ooh, tune into your feminine lineage. for See the Phoenix Reborn. And tune into your masculine lineage. Oh, that's interesting. What have we got on the bottom? Create healthy boundaries. It's about finding balance. It's about finding balance between your masculine and your feminine. But also, it's like there are some things that you've picked up from your mum, and there's some things that you've picked up from your dad. And none of those things are really serving you. So it's about discerning what you see from each parent, what you see within yourself from each parent, and whether it feels true for you or whether it applies to you, and then choosing you. Yeah, choosing you over what you think is right because of them or for them, or healthy boundaries. Okay, so the healthy boundaries actually, because I was going to say who do you need to set healthier boundaries with? But I feel like it's with you. I feel like you need to set healthier boundaries for yourself. And I feel like that it's based around those things that you picked up from your mum and you picked up from your dad. Because it's not steering you in the right direction. Or it's holding you back from the right direction. I've just had someone claim that I shouldn't be counselling in my own foundation, so I have contacted lawyers, quite anxious, and I'm hoping for a good outcome. Why should you not be counselling in your own foundation? That doesn't make that doesn't sit logically in my brain. So, conflict of interest. So what if, let's try and broaden the perspective here. So you are your foundation? What if you called it something different? What if it wasn't a foundation? What if it was just a service center, a holistic wellness center or something? So I got these cards out for myself today. These cards out for myself because I had a little bit of a thing going on at the moment. Angel answers. So I feel like it will have a good outcome. I feel like this is just you know how sometimes in order to change direction you need to hit a brick wall first? I feel like this is your brick wall. And I don't feel like it's actually a full shift in change in direction. I feel like it is maybe an expansion or Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to know the energy behind the person that said that. Okay, so will Kylie be able to counsel truth? Will Kylie have any... Oh, this is going to be... Oh, where are they? This feels like a good opportunity to bring out the rods. Just give me a second. All right. Do you have any specific... She was ghastly. I felt horrible around her. Yeah. Hurt people, hurt people. All right. So I probably wouldn't allow her to plant that seed of doubt within you. I would just keep doing you, and you're doing everything right. The lawyers will sort it out if there is an issue. Okay. If there is spirit available tonight and willing to answer questions, please cross the rods for yes. Perfect. And open them wide for no. Thank you very much. And back to neutral. All right. Will Kylie, truth, will Kylie be able to be a counsellor in her own foundation? Ooh, it's not looking positive. There we go. That's actually a no. Thank you. Okay. Will Kylie be able to work within her own foundation? Yes. Okay. Truth. Will the work that Kylie does within her own foundation be aligned with counselling? Oh, that's a no. That's interesting. So the general gist of what I get is that it's not counselling per se. It just looks a little bit different. Yeah. Okay. So it has more of. Thank you. It has more of a. The way you go about it is not the counselling per se that that you have been trained as. Yes, okay. It is more of a holistic form of counselling that that is less restrictive. There we go. That is less restrictive, and you will be fine with the right insurance. Is that right? Yes, we've got to cross the rods for yes. All right, so it would be much more spiritually based, yes. And I think that's what they're trying to say, because I know that when you do a counselling degree, they're very specific about rules, regulations, procedures, and all of that sort of stuff. But you're not so much like that. You are more intuitively led. Yes. Okay, thank you. And so it will be not specifically within the guidelines. It will be more of what each person needs individually. Yes, thank you. And it's not just talk therapy. It's more than just talk therapy. Yes, right, we're on the right track. So this is an opportunity for you to expand your thinking or to reframe the way you're planning on going about things. So I don't know whether, because have you done your counselling course, or you're doing your counselling course? Maybe there is a holistic counselling or a holistic holistic counselling is the only way that I'm going through the process of training for being a lifeline counsellor too. I love that. I love that. If anyone knows what these people are going through, it would be you. So I love that very much for you. What I also want to say, let's just get the rods back out again. What I also want to say is that you are a qualified counsellor, okay? So maybe it's maybe expanding in the more holistic side of things to be in the more spiritual side of things. Yeah, okay. You and just making sure I'm on the right track. So this is an opportunity for expansion to reframe what you think it's going to look like, because you'll be able to help more people. You'll be able to help more people without the restrictions. What I do want to say for you, Kylie, as well, is just start. Just start. Even if it's not within the foundation, even if it's not within that what's the word I'm looking for? Like, if you're not doing it, you don't have to be doing it under the foundation. You could just be doing the thing. You could just be doing the counselling. You could just be doing whatever else you qualified for, right? Just start. Just start. And like I was saying to Lisa before, the confidence will come after. Yeah, you really just got to take the leap and dive in and work with one client, work with one people. My first round of She Rises this week, all the people that showed up are people that have been with me for quite some time. And so I felt safe. I felt safe to be able to mess up because I knew I wasn't doing it on a public forum with people who don't know me, right? So start small and build. It doesn't have to be everything all at once to start with. It just needs to be one thing. And you'll keep tripping yourself up if you're waiting for everything to be perfect, if you're waiting for everything to be fully qualified and in place and all of that sort of stuff, because it's never going to be, because those goalposts will all continue to move. Yeah. And it's really, this is for all of us. It's really just an excuse to keep ourselves safe. Yeah. You're not preparing, you're not saying, am I qualified? You are saying, I'm not prepared. I don't feel prepared, and it's okay to not feel prepared. You just need to do. You just need to do. And I know that there is a lot of fear around, not fear, I don't know whether that's the right word, but you will be stepping out of a job that you've done for so long, and you know it's consistent hours and it's consistent income and it's all of those things, and so it's a bit scary to take that leap into the unknown, but again, you don't need to do one or the other. You can be doing one and working around that and building from there, one thing at a time, one client at a time. Yeah. And we want to save the world. We want to save the world. But we really do have to do it one person at a time, or one moment at a time. How can you mother yourself? This is a feminine card for you, darling. How can you mother yourself? We've got double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So your way forward is, yeah, I wouldn't be too anxious about the outcome of it, because it is going to be, it'll just mean a shift. If it doesn't work out the way that you want it to, it just means it's an opportunity for a shift to realign you into the right path, into the right direction. Yeah. And I want to tell you, Kylie, that like, we gather these qualifications and certifications because that's what people expect of us. But at the same time, I tell people I've got a PhD in life experience. I'm fully qualified. I've had a full education, right, in life experience and the way that I work, right, and the way that my brain works, and how I show up in the world. And that's my qualification. I can tell you it works because I've done the work, right? And I understand what you're going through because I've been through it, right? Um, so use that. That is your greatest tool. You have a PhD in life experience, and that is your greatest gift. Everything that you've been through, everything that you've pulled yourself out of, everything that you've done to show up for yourself and to do the work for yourself. I'm not the type to give up, so I will make it happen. Yes, your foundation will happen. Your foundation will happen. It is happening, right? That's part of your role. Whether it looks like the way that you thought it would, or not, it who knows? But that's okay, because it's still going to happen, and it's still going to have a massive impact, and you're still going to have a massive impact. Yeah, just believe in yourself. And also trust that you will find the right people to bring into the foundation that will support you and support the people that you're here to help as well. Yeah, you'll always surround yourself with the right people, and you'll always be supported by the right people. So they're the positive ones. And as much as this yucky as this woman is, her questioning that has been a gift for you as well. Even with all the anxiety and uncertainty that comes with it. Yeah, maybe just think bigger. Think outside of the box. Think into your spiritual box. That's what I want to say. Excuse me. Think into your spiritual box. I'm hoping this woman just made me ensure that I have this tie. Yeah. There'll be a way around it, regardless. There'll be a way through, and it'll be more in alignment with you. Yeah. It'll be the way that you want to, not the way you think you have to. All right. Thank you, beautiful Kylie. Thank you for your beautiful card donation. Thank you for being here. Missed you the last few Fridays. Okay, Paula. I've got time for one more. I've got time for one more. Is anyone still here that would like a reading? I've got time for one more. You're very welcome. Feel free to sign up for my 3-day challenge, my free 3-day challenge. You get replays, so you can do it on your own time. But it is definitely worth doing. If you feel called, I would love to have you join us. All right. Just waiting to see if anyone else is still around. And if not, I will jump off. Have a rest. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this evening. Thank you, everyone who is part of my Aligned to Divine tribe. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm so grateful that you show up for me and you allow me into your energy and into your lives. And I'm so grateful that you are part of my journey as well, and that you guys have impact on me as well. So, as always, I'm here every single Friday night, 6 p.m. Australian Central Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I love connecting with you all. And if you feel called, please join She Rises. And if you feel even more called, Homecoming is my 8-week program as well. I would love to have you. I would love to walk the path of your healing journey with you on a deeper, more expansive level. So have a if you're interested in Homecoming, just type Homecoming in the type home in the comments here, and I will send you a link to book a call. So thank you. Oh, Paula, you are here. All right, I nearly wound it right up. I will pull a card for you. Okay. I feel like what are these ones? Ooh, Healing Heart Oracle. I'm going to pull myself one of these afterwards. All right, Paula. Ooh, Adventurous Heart. It says, set sail on a trip of a lifetime. So first thing I want to say is, whatever restrictions and limitations that you've placed upon yourself, I think there's something that you want to do, and you just you keep telling yourself that you can't because you can't afford it, or it's not the right time, or whatever obligation is standing in the way. What I want to say is just fucking do it. Just do it. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? What's the worst that can happen? The universe will always look out for you if you're willing to listen, if you're willing to show up, and if you are doing something that ignites your heart and your desire, then they've got you. Giving Heart, develop self-love. Ooh. What else have we got here? Unavailable Heart, face painful experiences and heal. If you've got time to do the 3-day challenge, it's only an hour and a half a day, depending on what we're working through, over 3 days. So if you can, please sign up. Unavailable Heart, face painful experiences and heal. As long as you carry those beliefs around and those restrictions around, you know, it'll be a struggle. Everything will feel like a struggle. Ooh, the one on the bottom is don't give up on love. What do you desire? What do you desire? It's like you've just spent so long doing everything for everyone else, and you've built your sense of self-worth around how you show up for others. But it means that you give everything else to everyone else, and there's nothing left for you. So your big lesson first is putting yourself first. It is making yourself your number one priority. So I'm sure you've heard me say this before, but this year I decided that whenever anyone asked me to do anything, or whenever there was an expectation of me to do things, it would be a no first, or I'm not sure, let me check and I'll get back to you. I've said that multiple times over the last 6 months. And honestly, the shift has been amazing, because I'm not stressed. I'm not worried about letting other people down. I'm not committing myself to things that I don't really want to do. Spirit's tapping me on the shoulder at the moment because I've got a bit of internal conflict about doing something that I think, not wanting to do something that I think that I should do at the moment. So, little message in that for all of us. And now I've lost where I was going with that. So it's putting yourself first. It's saying no, or I'm not sure, let me get back to you, and then messaging them later and saying, I'm sorry, I can't. Without that excuse, you don't have to make an excuse. You don't have to give them a reason why, because no is a full sentence. And if you are unavailable, you are unavailable. Full stop. And they don't need to know why. Because I'm pretty sure they'd be super offended if you're like, I just can't be fucked. I just don't want to. I actually don't enjoy doing that. Right? So, how can you honour yourself first in each moment of every day? And that is the truest act of self-love, is making yourself your number one priority, and only doing what feels right and in alignment with you, and not feeling like you have to do things for others. And when we fill our own love cup, we're not looking for it outside of ourselves. We're not looking for other people to fill that up for us, which means we're not dependent on other people to give us our own value. Yeah. Oh, she's off to, oh my goodness. Yeah, that'll be huge. That'll be huge. My oldest daughter just spent a week in Canberra. That was her first solo trip, and I was like, got halfway through the week and I'm like, just checking in. Just making sure you're still alive. Mind you, I was out of home, well, when I was 17, right? It's funny. I don't know how my parents did it, and Japan's a long way away. But what I do want to say to you, Paula, is trust that you have taught her what she needs to know. Trust that you've done a great job as a mum, and so she's got a pretty sensible head on her shoulder. I feel like she's got a pretty sensible head on her shoulders, and just know that you've created a space for her to be able to communicate with you if she does need something. So she's gonna do fine. She's living life while she's young, right? And that's saying yes. That's saying yes to just the passion and the desire and all the good things. Yeah. Yeah, you've done a great job. You've done a great job raising her. I know it's been a really difficult road for you guys, and you've had a lot of things that you've had to work through, and it's probably still are working through, because grief doesn't just disappear. But you've done a great job. You've done a great job. And, they chose us. Their souls chose us to be their parents in this lifetime. For whatever reason they needed for their soul journey. And we would do them an injustice if we tried to keep them contained. And yeah, she's got it. It'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She's here to experience whatever she signed up for in this lifetime, and we can't stop them from that. We can't protect them from that either, right? Otherwise, we just keep them in a box all the time. But our role as mothers, our role as parents is to just to make sure that they go out and be great humans that contribute and do well and are kind to people and live their best lives. So, oh, Bianca, you're still here. I'm going to pull a card for you too. I didn't realise you're still here. Yeah, it takes a lot of trust, and I tried very hard when my daughter said when she booked her flight, she was like, "Mum, are you nervous?" And I'm like, "Yes, but that's okay. I'm allowed to be nervous, but I'm also actually really, really excited for you because I know you're going to have a great time." She's a Sagittarian, so she's got a traveler's heart, right? She's got a traveler's heart, so she's going to want to go out and do all those things and remind myself what I was doing at her age. So, yeah, like she lives a pretty sheltered life in comparison to what I was doing at her age. So, yeah, she got a sensible head on her shoulders. My middle daughter, on the other hand, she will unintentionally get herself into trouble, I think. Middle child, no. Even if she gets herself into trouble, she'll be able to get herself out of it. She's the most like me. All right, Bianca. Sixteen deck. 16th of December. Is that what you're saying? Sorry, I missed that comment through my conversation, and now I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, I'm not going to use those cards for you, Bianca. I feel like you need something else. How are you? How you going? You look spectacular, just so that you know. Yeah, and you've got this, Paula. Now you get to go and do whatever the hell you want too, right? Whatever you want. I need all the answers. You have all the answers, Bianca. You actually already have them all. It's just trusting the process. And I'm winging it. Perfect. Perfect. You're winging it, and you're still getting up, and you're still showing up, and you're still doing the things. Yeah? You've got this. You look fabulous, just so that you know. I think you look amazing. Well, I'm going to show you that one, actually. All right. It says, deepen your concentration. So winging it might be working, but it might feel a little bit chaotic. Are you looking after yourself? That's what I want to know. Are you taking the time to reset yourself and to nurture your nervous system, to nurture your soul? Yeah, I feel like that's an important thing for you to focus on right now. So deepen your concentration, focus and grow into what could be. So winging it's working. but it's time to kind of bring it in and maybe start making a plan, gather information. My old school motto was knowledge is power, and that comes up for me so often. Um, Knowledge is power, so gather information. If you're not sure, find out. I do want to say, well, Chat GPT might be really handy for you through this process. I don't know how you feel about AI. Some people are a bit funny about it, and some people are a little more accepting of it. I I am a little bit of both. I'm a little bit of both. I don't like it, but I do know how it helps me. So anyway, uh, release what isn't working, let go and live beyond. I also want to point out that this is a very yellow. This is a very yellow card. Oh, I love ChatGPT. Perfect. Perfect. um, if I'm ever not sure of anything, I will ask um, more for guidance than anything. Actually had a bit of a chat with ChatGPT yesterday. Um, asked it asked it to summarize everything that it knows about me, and everything that it's everything that it's collected and everything that it's gathered, like, or understands about me from the conversations and chats that we've had. It was actually really interesting. Um, Release what isn't working. Mm. Discover new ways of thinking. So it's a shift in perspective, all right? Because I know this period of time can be murky and messy. What I want you to do, okay, what I want you to do is every, if you can, text instead of call, right? Document. I know it seems really unrealistic right now, but and I thought the same thing, but I'm so grateful that I did in some instances. So just document. So text message if you can, instead of having conversations, especially at the moment, because you have the power in a text message to be able to stop, to pause, to process, and then respond. Whereas in a telephone conversation, you are responding from that in the emotion of the conversation and the tone and all of the things, right? And be when in communication, be as emotionless as possible. So take the emotion out of stick to the facts, and I would say stick to the kids, conversation about the kids, and stick to the facts, and try very hard not to respond, because I'm sure that he has ways of that he's always worked you to work around what he wants, right? So just pause, before responding to anything, and make sure you've got someone to talk to. Make sure you've got a bestie or someone that, if someone else that's been through the same kind of thing is actually really helpful. I'm so grateful. Like, I'm the one that left my relationship, so there is a little bit of a difference there. But my best friend, I know she left her relationship as well, actually. But I do have another friend another really good friend whose husband left her. So, that having that around has been so helpful. Has been so helpful. I don't know what I would have done over the last, especially the last few years, without my best friend. I don't know how many times I've rang her up and I said, "Look, I've got this text message. I need you to help me. I need you to help me with my response," right? Or she'd talk me down off the ledge, and then we'd be like, "All right, now I'm good. Let's respond." I did say to my children the other day, I said, their dad doesn't have friends. He doesn't think that he needs anyone else. So he, all of his stuff goes onto the kids, which I think is really unfair. And so and I was having a little bit of a conversation the other week when I was going through that. I was going through that shift in how I show up within that relationship, within those relationships. And I did say to my middle child that if it wasn't for my best friend, the last 2 years especially would have been completely different. I would have been completely different. The situation would have been completely different. Having that person that knows me better than I know myself most of the time go, okay, this is the situation. This is who you are. This is the way you think. Let's take this out of it. Okay, you read that back to me. I don't know how many times. I don't know how many, and vice versa. Like I've done the same for her as well when she was going through the disengagement of, what's the right word? She had a great co-parenting relationship for the first 7 years. But only because that's what she decided was going to happen, and she made it happen. And he just sat back and went, "I'll just do whatever you tell me to," right? And then complained about anyway. So yes, have your people that can support you through it, and take the emotion out of it. We're in communication with him. You utilize those people around you to move you through the emotion, because it's done now. It's done now, and I feel like there has been an energy shift for you. So regardless of whether he decided that it was not the right thing for him, you would be like, nah. Nah, I'm not going back to that. Nah. Actually, can we investigate a little bit? Do you mind investigating a little bit with me? I'm going to get the rods back out again. Because I'm a little curious. Absolutely done, yeah. Yeah, the energy has changed, and you've changed, and now that you're like, well, I'm not putting all of that into it. As soon as I knew that I had to leave, I pulled all of my energy back into myself. And he felt it straight away. And was scrambling, to be perfectly honest. And I was shocked. I was shocked by how much energy I was actually putting into him. And it was all of it. He tried to tell me that I put everyone else first. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Everything I do is to keep you freaking happy. Anyway. Okay. Truth. Let me just make sure you're around. If you're around and would like to answer questions for me, please cross the rods for yes. Beautiful, and open them wide for no. Thank you very much. And back to center. All right, we are going to have a look at Bianca and relationships. Is that okay with you? Yes. Okay, thank you. So, Is Bianca's relationship with her husband over? Yes. Perfect. Okay. Is after a period of time, I want to put the after a period of time of self-love and growth on Bianca's part, is there another love, a more aligned love waiting for her? That's yes. That's what I was getting. I'm like, this is just opening a door for you, love. It's opening a door for you in so many areas, and it's hard at the moment because there's the emotion of it, and I'm sure that there's the manipulation and all of that stuff, so that somebody gets their own way. And stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to go, no, I'm not happy with that. No, I'm not accepting that. Fortunately, your children are old enough to yes, have an opinion, but not for you to have to worry about. Like my son had just turned 5. They were 5, 10, and 12. So I really did have to take them into or I still take them into consideration, but on a different level. And your children would have already seen and already know and already understand. So I don't feel like that's something that you need to worry about. But and I know that you'll be there and nurture them through whatever they need, whatever healing they need, and whatever support that they need. Because that's who you are. But make sure that you are nurturing yourself. Sign up for my 3-day challenge. So it's next weekend, 7th, 8th and 9th. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. calls. And there's replays, so sign up. We will shift lots of stuff. Yeah, so it's done, and you don't have to worry about him using manipulation around the kids, because the kids are old enough now they've already formed their own thoughts and opinions. So really stand up for yourself and ask for more. Ask for more than you think that you should. Ask for more than you would even hope for. Ask for more than everything. ask for, expect more than everything. That's what I want to say. And know that this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of your life. Your life, for you, as you. And there are many wonderful, beautiful things awaiting you. And what a perfect time of life for this change to happen. And there is more waiting for you. The more that you settle into yourself, the more that you give return all of that energy to you, the more that you make choices that are determined, that you, the more that you make the choices for you, about what you want, yeah, life's just going to be, yes, we have our ups and our downs, but living the life that you want for yourself it's amazing. It's amazing. And think of all of the wonderful, amazing things that you'll be able to do. That's what I always remind myself. And you've got the support, and you've got the tools and all of the things to help you navigate the bumps in the road, because there is always, there's always the ups and downs. But every down, every down is just another opening for the up. Every down is just clearing more space for the next up, right? So breathe, remember to breathe, remember to stop, remember to remind yourself that this is the gift for you. Make sure that you are purging and allowing yourself to move through the big feelings, because there is a lot of grief around separation. There is a lot of grief around, the end of relationships and the end of a period of life that there's grief around. It's funny because it's not just the end of a relationship. It's, his family has been your family for years, and there's the life that you thought that you were going to have, and all the things, all the potential, right? All the potential, which I do want to say probably wouldn't have come into fruition anyway, if he is the kind of person that I might assume that he is. There would always be something that meant that you wouldn't be able to do the things that you wanted to do. So the life that you wanted wouldn't ever come into fruition anyway. So, but you've got to grieve that life that you thought that you were going to have. You've got to grieve the potential of what you thought was. I definitely do this. I walk and cry daily. Perfect. Journal it all out as well. The purge journaling is a powerful thing, and it'll keep you aligned so that you won't feel like you're winging it. So you won't feel like you're winging it all the time. And really nurture yourself. Make sure that you are doing things that support you. Oh, excuse me. We got plum. Overcome your challenges. We've got tangerine. Be spontaneous and have fun. With that, I want to say do whatever the hell you want. Right? And turquoise. Awaken your empathy. So feel the feelings. I feel like there's one more. And pink. Let love in. I feel like this love for yourself. Because you didn't do anything wrong. And there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. He just wasn't your person. He just wasn't your person. He wasn't the person. He's not the person that will move forward with you as you grow more into yourself, as you become more back to yourself. He was the dad that your children chose for whatever purpose they had, whatever reason that they'd signed up for in this lifetime. Just like you're their mum, and they have you for a reason. But he's not your person going forward. Because the person going forward for you is really going to see you. They're going to see you, they're going to understand you, they're going to cherish you. And you will be the most important thing to them besides themselves. Right? That kind of love is waiting for you. Real love. Not, I have to do this and show up like that and be this person to keep you happy, to be loved, to feel loved, to hold on to a morsel feeling of love. And I think that when you step into that kind of love, you will be shocked that it exists. I've got goosebumps. I got heart feelies. And now you know what's not right for you. Now you know how to not show up in a relationship. Now you know what you want and what you expect and what's a non-negotiable for you, right? I mean, I've been single for 7 years for a reason. For several reasons, actually. The first one was that I had to heal. I had to heal a lot. And then I have to rediscover myself and find the love that I have for myself first. And then I've had to create a life that is mine. Then I had to create a life that is mine and be strong in that, because I'm a chronic people pleaser and I just want to make people happy. So knowing how to put myself first, and knowing that I complete me. I complete me and I don't need anyone else to complete me. And then I get to choose. I get to choose who I let into my life and into my energy, and that they only add to it. Yeah, that's the main thing. I'm ready now, just in case you were wondering. I'm ready to let love in now, but it's been 7 years. It's been 7 years. I'm not saying it's going to be 7 years for you. I mean, if it is, then that's okay too. It'll be however long you need it to be. Alright, is there anything else for Bianca? And then I'm going to jump off because it's nearly 8 o'clock. Oh, gosh. Free yourself. I've been healing for so long, I don't think it'll be that long. Yeah, you feel like you're in a different space. It feels like he went, I want a divorce, and you were like, oh yeah. That was a really gross generalization and tempered down. I'm sure it was worse than that. But a part of you went, yeah, yeah. It's time to take back control of your life. That's what this card here says. And then stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I want to say, like, divine timing. Part of you was like, yeah, this was just supposed to happen. Or like the freeing yourself. And I don't want to discredit the relationship that you had, and I don't want to discredit the experiences and all of the things that you guys have had as a family, because that's real too, right? That's been part of your life and part of your journey. But you've grown, you've been doing the work, and from what I understand, he works away, so you living your life mostly around him not being there anyway. So there's not a great deal of change for you in the physical reality. Oh, we got playfulness. Did I say stay optimistic about your love life? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And playfulness. There's another card for you. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. And it's not just about your inner youthful spirit. It's about allowing yourself to shine now. And I'm already seeing it. I'm already seeing it in how you're showing up online. But yes, I, I see only wonderful things for you, darling. Imagine my crystal ball. I can see only beautiful, wonderful things for you. You'll get exactly what you deserve, which is everything amazing and wonderful and fantastic. All right. Yes. All right, I really am going to go now. I really am going to go now. If you feel called, please sign up for my 3-day challenge. It's She Rises from survival mode to self-discovery. We do nervous system work. We tap in. Day 1 is nervous system. Day 2 is the emotions, giving your victim a voice and tapping into the anger underneath and clearing it, should I say. And day 3 is what's underneath. Who am I? What am I? What am I? We write a declaration. I am a woman who. So yes, you meet your future self. It's really about creating a vision for you, of you, for the future, and in the future. So very powerful 3 days. And I highly recommend it to every single person. So please come along. Once you're in the group, you get all replays. You get the whole thing in the content library, so you can come back to it. You will be able to join every time I run it, and it's a lead into my 8-week program. So I will be running it a few times a month. And I get to do the work every time I run it. So, and it means you're in a space where you can show up and be held while you're doing the work, which means that you are motivated to do it. And you can become consistent in doing it, right? So that's my biggest trouble, consistency. All right. The link is in the comment section here to sign up. And yeah, I hope to see you all. I'll see you all next Friday anyway. But whether it be morning or evening, it's completely up to you. Or both. I'd love to see you at both. All right, I'm going to go now because I'm just rambling. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you all again really, really soon. Big love to you.